Happy Tarot Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I'm live again here in the Legacy Bees. And it has been quite a bit of a transformational energy, let's put it that way. So I thought I would just come on live today. I only have 30 minutes, but I was wanting to do some Dragon Oracle card readings for anybody who needs some help manifesting and needing the aid of these amazing dragons in order to help you clear negative energies, really get you aligned with what you need to, with your dreams, what you want, what you desire, and then help you manifest what you want. If anybody wants a dragon card reading pulled right now, just go ahead and drop your question in the comments below and I will pull a card for you. And while I am waiting for the cards to come in, I wanted to share with you a really strong message that came through regarding kind of the energies that's happening right now. And I wanted to share with you about, it's from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So I pulled these cards yesterday and the message was really strong. So ever since this full moon in Aries that happened and then Saturn going direct, we have been having these massive shifts in karmic, in our karmic contracts, as in, so this was the biggest card that was coming through, which was the crumbling. Okay. So the crumbling is all about what are you clinging on to? And as you can kind of see, which I love the imagery on these cards, but it's kind of like, this is all the stuff that you're just clinging on to that needs to fall away. It's been holding you back, occluding you in a sense from everything that you really, really want, right? Like we all want to be, let's just put it this way, whatever your happily ever after is, whatever your dream life looks like, you just want it. You just want to be happy. That's what we all want, right? And so I really felt strongly to share with you this message because it spoke very much, and I felt like people needed to hear this. So there is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. So let me just repeat that. There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. Which I immediately feel heartbreak. Like I feel like, I don't know who's watching this, but maybe somebody's kind of feeling like that heartbreak. It's happening though, here's the good news. It's happening though to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole. So you can live a life, and here's the whole thing. It's to bring you back home to who you truly are so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are, right? Because you're a divine, amazing, incredible being with all these wonderful gifts to share and to raise the vibration of the planet and do really good things and like live a happy life, right? That's who you're meant to be. Okay. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Truth. Have faith because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each morning. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on the altar. They can handle it all. Okay, so this was such a strong, powerful message, which is why I wanted to come on. And again, if you want me to pull a dragon card for you to get some protection, just drop your comment with your question and I'm happy to pull a card for you. The other thing that came through regarding this was also, in order for this to happen, right, this transformation, this destruction, right, there's a whole life cycle of, create and like you birth something and then you enjoy it and then it dies. It's kind of like the circle of life. And then cue like Lion King music, right? So the point is that we have these times of destruction that may feel gut-wrenching and, you know, heart-ripping and soul-crushing, but the universe is wanting you to know, and if you're on this and you're watching, then hopefully it's resonating, that it's not that all hope is lost. And while it may sometimes feel like the universe is being a total dick and like not even being the unconditional loving universe that it's supposed to be, it's because in a way we are just clinging on so tightly to something that we feel like we need, right? And the universe is trying to say, you don't need this. Now, granted, the emotional need that you have for this thing can actually be fulfilled in a different way, in a healthier way, in a more higher vibrational, like more aligned way, in a way that's not going to cause you so much pain. And so this is where there were two other cards that came through. And one is like, you know, boundaries. So, I mean, I don't know if much needs to be said about that, but like, where do you need to establish better boundaries? And this is really about, I mean, this message was so strong. So now I just feel like I have to say this to you. Okay. Okay. So creating clearer boundaries, right? Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you're left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. And I really love that. Let's take a moment right now to think about that. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act, right? The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are willing to give unconditionally. And I really like that clause. And if you think about it like that, so it's not about like, no, fuck you, this is all about me and I'm being a diva and da-da-da-da-da-da, and like, you just have to, you know what I mean, play by my rules or like whatever, right? It's not that. It's more so, you know what? I cannot, like, you're inviting me to do something and it's not aligning with me. So I have to say no. I don't have the time right now to give you 100%. So I have to say no. And then, but therefore, when I do say yes, I am here. I am all in. I am 100% and I have got you. I have got your back. You are safe and loved and supported, right? And the thing is when we start exuding that energy of honoring our boundaries and knowing, hey, yeah, no, even if you're feeling guilt tripped, maybe you're being gaslit, maybe you're feeling pressured or whatever. And it's like having the strength to say no is only then going to help you say yes to do what you genuinely love to do. Because I'm sure if you're watching this, you're one of these like kind-hearted givers who loves to give all the time, right? So you can then give 100% because when you say yes, you actually mean yes. So I thought that was really good. And then the other one, the other message, again, on how to deal with this crumbling, right? Create the clear boundaries. And then also, it's about deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Okay? Retreat, rest, and be held. How pretty is that card? All of a sudden, I feel so soothed. Right? This is definitely like, no, right? You're like keeping the things at bay. And then this is like, that's what we need. So I want to read this to you because this is also really helpful. At least I thought it was pretty helpful. Where the F is it? Here we go. Okay. So this is the other big message. The most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. That's deep. As deep as the well you should be creating. The most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconscious. Okay, so here's why. When we are running around half filled, right? Our cups are only halfeth the filled, sort of like my water cup right now, which used to be filled. We subconsciously look to things and people around us, getting that outside validation in order to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Oh my God, this makes so much sense. Hi, Angela. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. And I know this is probably something that you've heard all the time. And like, I don't know why, but the way that Rebecca Campbell writes this, it makes a lot more sense to me. So that's why I feel like I should read this. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich, right? Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. So for a lot of the givers out there, for a lot of the, yeah, but it's just my natural thing. I just like to give. I just like to give. I just like to give. And it's like, but then you like wonder why you're not getting anything in return. You're getting the shorter end of the stick or like whatever. The point with that is that like, you know, you want to give, but the only way to give more obviously is to really tend to your own well, because the more that you tend to yourself, the more you will actually have to give. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it, hence vices. And look, I am human, okay? We are all human right now. And so therefore, I like to experience human things. And for me personally, retail therapy is a valid form of therapy. Sorry, not sorry. I'm actually not going to apologize for it, because that's why I have these beautiful cards in the first place, because I bought like 7 decks during that 50% Hay House sale. And I still have this Kickstarter one that I cannot wait for it to come so that I can actually show them and do an actual tarot card reading instead of oracle reading. Anyway, but the point is, it's a valid form. But let's be honest. Let's be 100% honest. Even having retail therapy, getting the physical thing and being like, oh, but see, I'm loved. I have these great cards. Like, it's fulfilling a need or a void that is trying to fill my well up. But in all honesty, it's only filling it up for a short amount of time. And then the well runs dry again. And so it's really vitally important, especially if you are experiencing this crumbling that's happening. It is vitally of paramount importance to figure out how to get your well filled without this external stuff, right? Or like being able to figure out how to tend to the needs that you really have in a way that is not harmful, right? Because I don't want to say just without the physical things, because sometimes physical things do actually fulfill that well. But it's not always relying on that person to fill it for you, or relying on 10,000 items to fill it for you. Although, by the way, brand new Squishmallow that's super rare, Baby Yoda, the little Mandalorian child. So he's for sale. But it's not just this, right? This is just the thing. Does it fill up my well? Yes, but it could fill up my well even more if I really took the time to do the things that I needed to do to heal whatever it is, to fill it in a way of whether it is talking with a good friend or getting a coach or going to therapy or getting a healing or whatever, what have you, okay? And see, that's what I was saying. Okay, cool. So these are the questions to ask yourself. So here's what's interesting. Let me reread this just because it just makes more and more sense. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. Whoa, let's read that again. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves, okay? What nourishes you? And not just food, Okay? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? I love the way her text. What brings you back to life? Okay? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good cup of coffee, attending a women's circle, right? See, so it's like so many different things. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. So do something that deeply replenishes you today. So that is what leads me to this. So again, that was weird. Okay. So again, this is a thing where, there we go. That looks way better. I don't know why that angle was so crappy. Oh, whatever. Sorry, that was a vain moment. That was a human moment. This leads me to say this. If you are having this experience because of the energies of what's happening right now, and you need to either create more boundaries or figure out what nourishes you, I just wanted to offer my services to anyone who is really needing that nourishment for their soul. I have two slots available for my one-on-one VIP coaching. As a manifesting mentor and total manifesting queen, because I can manifest a whole bunch of stuff really fast. Apparently it's my thing, which is great. Love, money, success, job offers, health, whatever. It happens to come easy for me. What I love to do with my one-on-one clients, what we do is it's 1 month of working with me. And in that 1 month, this is like the quantum leap intensive, like shifting all of this stuff, healing those contracts, letting go of whatever it is that you need, and then really, really, really putting in the boundaries and the replenishments of your soul that you really need in order to move forward and manifest your #dream life. Now, here's the thing, and here's what I feel is really important for you to know about me personally. I love working with people one-on-one, but I only love doing it when it is a 1 month intensive. And I will tell you why. Is because when we talk about boundaries, when I work with someone one-on-one, it is a sacred connection. We are psychically connected, and I am invested 100% behind that person. I want you to succeed. And the way that I help you succeed is I meet you where you're at on your journey at the stage that you are in, right? And what's great about that is that I do not have this follow my 5 steps and you'll be able to manifest your dream life, because it is not true. You want to know my why? My why is I wish that I had found a coach when I was going through all of my hullabaloo who actually met me where I was and gave me the tools that worked best for me, not for her, but for me. And I think and you can see I get really amped up about it, and I'm a little angry about it, because this is not a one-size-fit-all thing, okay? Like, yes, there's a reason why there are courses so you can go step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hopefully at the end get what you want. Does it work for some people? Yes. But ultimately, if it's not where you're at, it's not going to work for you. I'm sorry. It's just truth, right? There's always something about intention. And so even if you have the greatest intention to, like, you know, I've bought so many courses in the past and tried to work with coaches, and I'm like, oh, I should do it their way. That's the way that I'm going to build my business. That's the way that I'm going to get 1,000 followers. That's the way that I'm going to, like, get the money that I desire or the love that I want, right? And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work, because it wasn't really what I truly needed. And if I could go back in time, I wish that I would have found someone like me who is like a bit further ahead on the curve, who would go, oh, okay, where are you at? What juncture are you at? What crisis are you having? What are your strengths and weaknesses? And what is going to work best for you. Now, the cool thing about working one-on-one is that you get to then go from exactly where you are with exactly what your unique issue is. Because everyone has their own unique karmic contracts and their soul's purpose that is very special and unique to them, right? So it's impossible for me to be like, oh, well, all my one-on-one clients get like da 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 da. It's not true. And the other really cool thing that I want to share with you is that when you get to work one-on-one with me, I am a clear and loving channel. So whatever it is that you need, the universe literally tells me what to do, and I do it for you. So it is hard for me to say that I am just a success coach or just, you know, practical actions or just a mindset coach or just a healer. I literally have done it all. And I'll give you a quick example. With one of my one-on-one clients, this recently happened where this spirit was living inside of her since she was 17. It was ready to go. Like, she wanted it gone. I have never done an exorcism before. I mean, I wasn't holy water in a cross or whatever. I have never in my life had to have a dialogue with this thing and convince it to go out of her and help it find a new home and make everything karmically balanced again. But boy, was it the most transformational, enlightening, quantum shifting, soul like refreshing experience, 100%. The universe just worked through me and we did it, and it was miraculous. It was genuinely miraculous, and she's been soaring ever since, right? So those are the type of things that could happen, or it could be messages, but it's always practical actions that you can use. So you're like, well, that sounds all great and all, but how are you going to help me? Well, I have you, and I've got your back because, again, I'm doing my boundaries, but I want to also replenish your soul. So here's the deal. If you're watching this, I would like to offer you up a single session with me so you can actually get a taste of what it's like to work with me on that monthly one-on-one VIP basis. So if you would like a mini session so you can kind of get like a little feel, then just message me, and it's a 30-minute session for $111. Normally my full-length sessions are $555 for a one-off because we do transformational work, but for today only, or anyway, for however long this video is up, I guess for the rest of the week, I guess that feels good, but message me right after this thing. 30 minutes for $111 or 1 hour for $222 to get the full healing. And like I said before, what's really transformational about this is that you're going to get to see what it's actually like, and you will get healing, practical action steps, getting tools that are right for you. And again, my psychic gift is that I really can flat out tell you exactly what your physical or your mental and emotional block is that is preventing you from manifesting the love, the money, the career, the success, your dream life that you desire. And I would be honored to be able to help you figure out exactly what that is, and then give you these practical steps, not just let it go. I mean, this is great and all. I'm going to be honest with you. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Just let it go. It is so vague. How do you do that? How do you process that when you're in the middle of all of these emotions? That's where I come in and I can help you. Does that make sense? And then of course I've got all my beautiful decks. We've got all of the guides. We've got all your angels, and then we get to just channel clear and loving guidance. I don't do dark shit. I don't deal with the defense against the dark art stuff that is for somebody else to deal with. What I do is I go, what is it that you truly, truly, truly desire? What is it that you really want to manifest? And then how can I help you get there? And I do use everything in my power, including all the magnificence and wisdom from the universe and your guides, and you get all of it. And then, so if you're interested in that and you're like, dude, that sounds like effing amazing, just message me. If you know that you would like to work with me one-on-one 100%, also message me and I'll tell you all the details about that. But it's very transformational work. So if you are ready to crumble all that stuff to the ground, get rid of what you don't need, and then create these strong boundaries and really replenish so that you are fully you when your cuppeth runneth the over, right? That's what we all want. Because when we're there and when we feel fulfilled and we feel like, oh my God, so many good things happened. I got like all of these sales. I've got all this love. I've got all this support. I feel so safe and loved and supported and like in overflow of all of this goodness. It is virtually impossible to not want to then give and give and give and give. And I would like to give to you. That is my message for today. I do have to run because I have another stream that I have to do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that at least these messages resonated, if anything. So even if you don't work with me, I hope that this guidance does help you and reassure you that you are ready for greatness, that you are ready to step into your purpose, that you are so, so needed and wanted and desired, and people are literally wishing and asking the universe to send someone exactly like you to them so that they can get what they need in life. You are so important. You are so worthy and deserving of everything that you desire and more. And of course, success always starts by saying yes to you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being so nice and for letting me come on and share this awesome spiritual wisdom with you. And I just want to send every single one of you tons of love and hugs. And again, if you would like to have a taste of what it's like to work with me, then just message me and I'm happy to set something up. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. There are some really great shifts that are going to be happening this week, so I always wish you the ease of getting through that, whether you work with me or not. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm sending you tons of love. Mwah.